Both my grandfathers growing up, one was a sawmill, the other was a carpenter. They actually both did a bit of carpentry. So I had a little bit of a background, but I decided to do carpentry as my senior capstone just to take a deeper dive into it, learn more about it. So this is my presentation. In my table of contents, I will be going over how we ensure a steady supply of carpenters in America, how we rely on carpentry, the products of carpentry, the tools of carpentry, the work I went through with my mentor to create my shoe rack, and finally on my works cited and the sources I used to do this presentation. So we have my essential question, which is how has carpentry developed in the modern day age? And my thesis, society relies upon carpentry to maintain the business infrastructure aspect of the nation as a whole. Next slide. We will be going over the importance of carpenters, what comes from carpentry, the products. It's inspiring how far carpentry has come as a trade. Carpentry has existed for thousands of years. The word carpenter evolved from the old French word carpentier. Carpentry is nearly as old as time itself. In fact, it's been around for over 4,000 years. Carpentry first appeared in the early Stone Age, where carpenters were tasked with everything from building tools to build carriages and buildings. Throughout the Middle Ages, carpentry began to divide into different sectors of work. For example, some carpenters specialize in ornament, woodwork, furniture making, and even some construction. What now? Google Play services keep stopping. Okay, there we go. The shortages of carpenters here in America. Now, does anybody know the average age of a carpenter? Any guesses?
I saw it, but I wouldn't say it.
No, okay. Cheating. But
I can tell you what the average age of a steel worker is, or was about 5 years ago. It was 56.
Okay. Well, the average age of a carpenter is 40.7 years old. It's important to realize how old our carpenters are getting and the physical toll carpentry takes on their bodies. Has anybody here have any background with carpentry at all? Never? So?
No.
Mediocre. Yeah. So, about another 10 years, there won't hardly be any carpenters, with them all being 40 years old. By that time, they'll be 50, and the shortage will be even worse. Even our homes come from carpentry, and a lot. Man, it keeps stopping. Yeah. So here we have the tools of carpentry. The vast majority of carpenter projects start with 3 major steps, which include a blueprint and/or instructions from supervisors, the layout with all the marking, measuring, and arranging of materials. Even throughout the process of carpentry, carpenters cut and often shave wood, plastic, as well as fiberglass drywall with hand-made power tools. They then join the materials with nails, screws, staples, or adhesives. In the last step, final step, carpenters do a final check of the accuracy of their work with levels, rules, plumb bobs, framing squares, and surveying equipment. Carpenters need a variety of tools to accomplish their tasks. Some of the most common tools, which include saws, sanders, and drills. Precise measurements must be taken before carpenters saw boards. After the boards are sawed to length, sander is used to give the wood a very smooth finish. Afterwards, you begin constructing your project, screwing together pieces of wood with drills and glue. Stopping every slide. So I went ahead and did a little bit of research and a breakdown of the different types of saws for you guys. You have the skill saw, chop saw, reciprocating saw, radial arm saw, and the table saw. Each of them has their own unique purpose. So just to give you guys a little background information, that is not going to work. What?
It's not playing the same thing on your screen as the main screen.
Just remember. Yeah, I don't know what's up with it.
Like, so you're on YouTube right now, one of the links?
Yeah, I won't switch over. I don't know.
Try escaping from the, like, on the actual, you hit escape on the keyboard.
That is weird.
I think it's because you're casting, right? So it only casts the one tab that you're on. So you may have to cast that specific tab.
I don't cast.
Is it worth it to problem solve that? Like, is it a
Yeah.
long video and you want to make
They
sure we
all
see
give
it?
like
or-
inside of my next slide, so I don't know why it won't.
So, okay, so I guess we'll try to cast it to video. If we didn't watch the videos, are we gonna watch? Is there?
If we didn't get the videos, I wouldn't get a 4, but I don't know how, like, 20% battery. Escape.
So we should try to cast it another time.
I'm afraid I'm gonna break in on IDAs again because I don't know which this is named. So you have to select from maybe I'll be able to tell.
I don't think that's gonna,
I'm not gonna push
Tegan, I don't think
anything.
that's gonna affect
Yeah, I
it.
think we have to do it
It's
here.
a separate.
So have you been doing this close? Have you doing that? Together with that error message? Okay, so I won't have something else to do that. So then, cast. So this is your presentation. I wanna see which one. Chrome mirroring, casting tab. Room 201. See, we don't just click on anything though, because we might break in on IDAs again, you know what I mean?
How do you break it?
So she also has one of these Chromecasts, and it would maybe start displaying on her screen if we pick the wrong one. So we don't want to do that. I'm thinking, wait. I'm thinking that maybe.
Stop casting.
Nope, I'm not familiar with it enough to do it. I don't Chromecast it on
Can
my.
I see where the options are?
Yeah, it's the options are here.
Okay.
But it's displaying kind of the same on both tabs, so I'm not sure. I would mess around with it if it wasn't, I don't want to break it on my presentation.
So 201 is Sarah's room.
I think it's 202.
This is 202.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
201.
Okay. So
This is
if
201.
we stop.
Stop casting and recasting too.
And then go back to cast.
computer do you have, Grayson?
I have a Mac. MacBook Air.
Okay, big Max.
Oh, you do have an adapter for a Mac? Oh, well, I'll just put it to the car to grab my adapter. Oh well.
I may, if it doesn't work, I might just suggest going to my room where I know how to do everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably do that.
Yeah.
It's I don't understand because it's casting what was casting before, but it's
It's
not.
casting in that room again.
It's like everything that. I think we should probably stop casting. So then, but then I guess one more thing we could